able to pick things up, especially defensively. You did it last game here. Why do you feel like you weren't able to go there tonight?
Their offense was clicking. Our defense wasn't. That's literally what it was.
You've been through, pretty much everything you can be on the court at this point. JJ said you can't use it as an excuse, all the different starting lineups, all that. That's kind of part of the game.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, though, there's a certain number where you guys need to have the same guys on the floor for a certain amount of time for you to get to click at the level that you need?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not an excuse because you got to play the game that's in front of you, whatever the case may be, and you got to go out and execute. So, we tried to do that. Obviously, we didn't. We came up short. We failed that in that aspect. So, we understand that the most important thing in this league is definitely health, and we just hope to get whole at some point.
What's the pathway for this group of players to be better defensively?
It's the same thing I've said, before. It has to be 5 guys on the string, and these guys also made a lot of mid-range contested twos too. And those are part of our keys that we're willing to give up. It's the fast break points, it's the second chance points, it's the open threes that we do not want to give up. But this is a good mid-range shooting team. Book hit some. The kid Boye off the bench hit some. Dylan Brooks hit some. They played exceptionally well. So you give them kudos to that.
They're a team that kind of sort of, and there's a handful in the league that just kind of like inherently play pretty hard every night. It's a part of what they are, and you guys kind of reach those levels every once in a while, but like you do it differently. Where do you think this team is at against those types of energy teams, and how big of a challenge is that for this group?
Well, every team is constructed differently, obviously. Personnel kind of dictates how you can play, how you would like to play, how you would like to execute. I think we've had some good times, we've had some bad times throughout the season where we've matched the energy of a lot of teams that play like this, and sometimes we haven't, and it's resulted in either a win or a loss. And quite frankly, sometimes you also play extremely hard like that, and you still don't get it done. Like the other night versus the Clippers, I mean, we not saying that they're on the same, they play the same way as the Suns, but we went out and played as hard as we could, and we still just came up short. So you just try to take, you take the bad, you look at some of the good from each and every game and see how you can get better from it.
Injuries can kind of create like a whack-a-mole situation in terms of trying to figure out what you're missing from the lineup, but how can you make sure that that doesn't discourage the group and still kind of be growth mindset and knowing that, yeah, some of the circumstances here are under our control, but there are other things that we can still get
just go out and get better every night. That's it.
Did you feel like Austin started to get things going in that second half a little bit, just getting some minutes under his belt again?
Yeah, for sure. And it don't matter if it's one game or two. It's a rhythm thing. When you're on a rhythm and you get an injury or whatever the case may be, or it just takes a little bit more. It takes time to get back. So it took him a half to kind of get that rhythm going, get his feet up underneath him again. But he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
You guys got 28 games through the season before you lost consecutive games. Does that say anything about the character of this group?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, obviously you don't want to keep stacking L's. That's for sure. So hopefully we can get back on the winning way soon.
Is there a reason why you think when the nights you guys haven't had it, you guys have really not had it? I don't think you guys have lost a close game still yet this season.
I don't know. I have no idea.